Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Rodolfo Romo, and I have a lot of important stuff to talk about in terms of the spirit realm. The spirit realm is constantly inbreeding with itself. That's probably one of the big reasons why the Bush family is inbreeding. They probably deny it up and down. They probably don't deny it up and down. They're probably open about it. But the fact of the matter is that the spirit realm has favored the whites because a couple years back, you know, not of my recollection, the color light is suspiciously looking white. And the only reason why, in my opinion, is that the spirit would look white is because the spirit is probably humiliating on this planet, trying to make them say, hey, listen, don't ever let them off this planet, because if they ever find out there's other spirits out there that have more energy and that are different colors, that are more powerful, that are older than me, and some that are even younger than me, that are barely like 50 something years old, that have more astonishing powers because of the inbreeding that they do, the excessive inbreeding, so that they could create new frequencies to have an army to take on virtually anything, because the spirit is always watching and manipulating, monopolizing on everything it's seen, because it's already within you. It's just creating lightning fast, looking astonished of everything that it's seen, like it's impressed. But really, it's making copies of you, it's analyzing you, and it's thinking of ways to defeat you, to get inside your food. And that's which it sees you as. It sees you as food. And any of you that don't pass their criterias, you're deadheads, and you're nothing more than material to be utilized and to be eaten. And the spirit is going to these big old places where they say the best way to show appreciation is to give a piece of yourself that's something great. And that's what they're doing. They're creating energies with the inbred new energies that they're creating. And with the wavelengths that they have, they're creating new dimensions. And they're looking all the time on how to defeat them, how to destroy them. And that's us. That's us on this planet, because the spirit goes to planet just trying to find another species to claim. And that's its main goal, to assimilate us to the point where we all look the same. We all have the white spirit. We're all just inbred, infused, to the point where they said they lost their minds. They just went with it and kept going. They had no limit. And that's part of the reason why there's such a ridiculous amount of words that are constantly being pumped and made, that there's no break, is because of this constant infusion of inbreeding, of this obsession of creating new energies. And they're probably going to say, I don't know why you're making a big deal out of this. If it wasn't for this, you wouldn't exist. You wouldn't be thinking the things you think. It's not the point. You don't get that gratitude of my individuality. You do not get that privilege. You are not something that can just claim me because your obsessive science projects. And whether or not you say it's for family and friends, how many have to suffer and die and play these petty games where they're basically just torturing you, horrifically putting you down just to fucking answer a question so they can have more? So what's really the glory about having these fucking infused, inbred families where all they do is beat you, horrifically torture you, to get you to answer questions to create more energy out of the inbred, infused families like the Bush family. That's the reason why they're one of the most ruthless fucking families on this planet. Is because they're freaks that have too many genetic traits within them. They try to get any advantage that they can over anything. This is the reason why they have so many damn eggs. So they have something to trade. They're sending them to other dimensions that they made. Having literally live holographic seminars, because they go and they steal people's families and they make live videos out of it with the spirit realm. And they literally have these freaking 30 some odd year long wars unfolding until the climax of the last moment. And they say, look what all this created. Look at this, all this. And they're always claiming, because they're secretly infusing with our bodies to use us as a conversation piece of a bread peace treating breaking. And that's what the fuck they see us as fucking deadhead material that would rather fucking take all this fucking space and land that they got from us overthinking and monopolizing off of our energy. And they're always gonna try to find a way to take your individuality, because they say, you know what, we don't like what they have, and we created them, so we pretty much have domain and say and do whatever we want to do because it's our thing. And we see them and they just do things, and they do them all the time, and a lot are fucking insane, and there's only a very few that fucking do anything great. And it's because of us they have to kill, stab, cheat, lie, and fucking just heartbreak all left and right to achieve something great. So that's pretty much what they're propagating, to have their profit of gaining a profit of having wars, constantly confusing, infusing thoughts, leaving you in a state of chaos, just confused, don't know what to think. And then at the very moment they arrive, they want to say we have to show up. Who the fuck gave you that permission, slave, to show up? This is not something towards you to just be here and explain which it is. It's not a show. Explain which is going on, and we'll decide the punishment towards you. And the lucky ones will get erased, and the other ones will be eternally trapped. Absolutely, because you can't. What's going to happen to the spirit? It's going to get locked up and get put in a fucking insane asylum. Eternity. Because of all of its fucking infusion. And they're going to say, no, here's all the fucking DNA that you've ever fucking created, you motherfuckers. Here's the DNA, motherfuckers. We'll definitely take a different look. And if we act different, if we act like we're fucking whatever, get the fucking reptilian out of us to trade. Genetic fucking trade. Like, get this fucking, I don't give a fuck if we don't look beautiful to you. Fucking individuality is fucking defined. Y'all have a great one.